Juana Barraza was born December the 27th, 1957 in Hidalgo, Mexico. Her dad was rumored to be a police officer and her mom was an alcoholic sex worker. At 3 months of age, her mom left her father for another man. Now, her mother was very neglectful and abused Juana. She never learned to read or write. She could only write her name. At 12 years old, her mom pimped her out to a man for 3 beers. Her mom covered her tracks by saying that she had willingly left with this man. Now, Juana suffered years of abuse, physical and sexual. She became pregnant twice by this man who abused her. The first resulted in a forced termination. The second pregnancy she would carry to term and resulted in her son, who unfortunately died when he became a young adult due to a mugging. Her uncles rescued her after 4 years of being held captive by this man. After 4 failed marriages, Juana found herself struggling to take care of her 4 children. She had several jobs. She worked as a popcorn vendor and also as infamous luchadora, La Dama del Silencio. Unfortunately, Juana injured her back and she had to find other means to take care of her children. In 1996, her and a friend hatched a plan to steal from the elderly. They would dress in white and pretend to be nurses or social workers to gain the trust of the elderly. Juana and her friend would part ways due to her friend trying to extort her. This is when Juana took upon herself to start killing the elderly. Her first victim was Maria de la Luz Gonzalez Anaya. She beat and strangled her to death. 3 months later, the people noticed that crimes had increased towards the elderly women, but the police did not have enough evidence or witnesses until November 2003. That is when they announced a possible serial killer. September the 28th, 2005, Juana murdered Carmen Camila Gonzalez Miguel. She was the mother of a prominent criminologist. This is when the police gathered a special team together. They passed out sketches and pamphlets warning the elderly. Now, the police at this time did not suspect a woman. They thought it was either a transsexual, transgender, or homosexual man dressed up as a woman. The police went around arresting and fingerprinting transgender males, but of course, none of these matched. The police did not suspect a woman due to the method the victims were killed. Juana murdered her last victim January the 25th, 2006. Ana Maria de los Reyes Faro. She strangled her with a stethoscope. Juana was seen by Ana's tenant leaving the murder scene of his landlady, and she was arrested by a passing patrol officer. A search of her home found a lot of trophies, newspaper clippings of the murders. They found an altar to Santa Muerte, which is a saint of death, which is very popular among thieves and drug smugglers, a stethoscope, pension forms, and a card that identified her as a social worker. In 2008, she was tried for 30 murders, but only found guilty for 16 and 12 robberies. Now, they were all linked through fingerprints, although it is thought that she may have killed upwards up to 40 plus elderly females. She was sentenced to 759 years, the longest sentence given in Mexico, but she will be paroled in 2058 at the age of 100. And that is the story of La Mataviejitas.